Check 13. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike, go. I'm going to lose one.
Vick will look to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's been a long day for you. 54 is Mike. Check. 54.
Back to it after the pick 6. Vick forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
10. Joker. Hatchet. Shoot. Watch twist.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Vick. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. First down, Vick. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Vick. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Set. 15, line it. 15 line. Go.
Watch the twist.
Rock it.
Check 99. Check 99. Check.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Check out.
Hit it.
Check 43.
Running right, here's Falk. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Mike 51. Shoot.
Marino on play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I know he ain't got it.
Check 15. Check 15.
Now here's Vic. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Bush, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, man. What? Check nickel.
They will indeed go for it. Vic dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
X3, 218, chopper. Watch the safety creep.
Check. Check 4.
Hard.
SOS.
Five.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
60 outlaw.
Come on, dude.
General West.
Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On the set.
59, Mike. Check, 59. All day.
Now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They still playing soft.
Hey, lock it.
Y'all playing the wrong.
Get it.
Now a handoff looking right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Hey.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Go. Check. Lucky. Kill. Showing it.
Look. Squeeze.
Check 31. Kill.
Ready.
Now Marino to throw it. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play?
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 83 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Marino will throw. Looking for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
We got this.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. You're out. Slam.
On second down, it's Grant. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
On the ready.
51. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Second down and goal. Vick, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 30 on second down, Marino. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Yeah.
Mike, check, 59.
Ready?
They'll run on third down with Falk. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Hey, Sam off. Now.
Watch it.
Rock it. Hey. Yep. Go now. Hit it.
They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's a party now. He's checking. Crash. Bang.
Now a carry for Allen. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. On third down, Allen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. Now Vick on fourth down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Quick edge. Come. Switch. Hey, lock it. Crunch. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll cut it to the right side. And now the rookie's free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I'm on. Check. Sponge. No. Slip.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. 3 down.
Now it's Marino. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Alert 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Leo.
Now a give left side to Falk. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Under 10. 10.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Who's on 85? Come on, baby. Let's get this. Share, share.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
80 weapon.
Twist.
Look at me. Door, door. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
It's fourth down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over.
54, right there, right there. 54.
Here's Vic. I was going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tighten down. There you go.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Hit it.
Throwing here, Marino. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
And Marino's throw there incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Here's Allen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give right side. It's Allen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On second down now, it's Allen, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now a give, right side. Allen. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This from long, very long range. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
How will they handle it? Let's find out. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Marino. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
91.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Tight dog, 6-6, pull it high.
Check the backer.
Yo, cheetah.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Boswell's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Pittsburgh, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.